To a narcissist, life is a game, right? It's just a game. And they genuinely look at everyone in this game called life as a pawn. That's all they are. Nothing is outside of themselves. And that's kind of the delusional part, like the malevolent part, because nothing's outside of themselves. They think even that their strength is somehow virtuous. Anyway, so here's the point of the video and the truth about life. They had it close. Life is a game, and if it is a game, it is like chess. Not in one which they think is they're the queen and they're a white queen. They think they're the white queen and the board is surrounded by black pawns and they can just take. No, life is actual chess in which the people with light are white and it's balanced. And just like playing white, you have a slight advantage, although it remains to be seen, maybe in the early game, there is still an advantage, i.e., the light always wins against dark. So if you're healing from narcissistic abuse and you think they're winning, just remember that you're the white side of the board. Assuming you're both at ELO 1500, we won't get into my nerdiness kicks in. Turning a metaphor into a analytical thing isn't helpful. What if they have a 2500 ELO and I got a 1500? They're gonna win. No, it doesn't matter, because then their mind. Well, actually, it does matter, because then they'll take their pawns faster, and the burnout will be the flame will be brighter and shorter lived, as far as that narcissistic flame of supply intake. A narcissist with the 3000 ELO, they're still a narcissist. They're taking up all those pawn spaces. They're taking up all those pawns at a higher speed, maybe. But anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about. And that's the segue into this video. It feels like more and more, maybe intuitively I always knew this. That's why I just let people shit on me. But it just felt like it's balanced. Like, it just feels balanced. Like, whenever I was hurt by anyone in my life, it was like, if I'm holding this right, like that. Maybe that sounds better now. Hopefully the audio came through. Whenever I was hurt, it was just like, I didn't feel like it was something anyone could get away with. And it's not good to do that, but if you ever, like, scapegoated kid or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like, you learn that's your role, and you can find, if you're alive, you can find value. And I always could find value in pain and find value in lessons. And like, there is something to that. Like, I would always think about the struggle. Should I get personal? I'll get personal. Fuck it. I always thought, I grew up in fucked up shit. So it's like, anytime a sibling would get something I didn't get, and it was rubbed in my face, and it was just like, you have to, for whatever reason that was made up, you have to do without. And then that person spoiled and spoiled and spoiled. And I knew from a very early age, I was becoming a better person. I was sacrificing for the family, is what I thought. But regardless, I wasn't spoiled. I was always sacrificing. And again, I'm not going to say this is a good thing. I'm making a point about balance. And I think that's the biggest balance. That's not the, I don't want to be the biggest. Let's just say that is the balance. That is the, not the biggest isn't the right word. The final balance, maybe. The grand finale of balance is a chosen one, a light seeker, a good person, a scapegoat, whatever you want to call it, somebody who does their best genuinely and takes a lot of crap. And nothing's all, but you know what I mean? Like, at the extremes. I talk about the extremes a lot, but that is the grand finale of balance, is like that person can heal and they can become that version. You can become that version, that best version, that the best version of that person, because there is no nobility in being a punching bag, a doormat, if you will. Unless you eventually heal. And that's my point, is it feels like the final balance. Often toxic narcissists, cluster B psychopaths, delusional people, although their karma is coming and has nothing to do with you, the final balance comes within you growing and healing and becoming that version of yourself you're always meant to be. And they can't. They have less of a chance. And that's what I guess I mean by the final balance. That's not the right word either. Final. The grand balance. I don't know. Because final means that you can't talk to them anymore. I don't know. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. A great level of balance. A concluding balance. The great concluding balance. I don't know. And yeah, just making this video for people that are suffering. Hopefully this will help you. All the pain, believe me, all that pain is not in vain. I believe it. That pain ain't in vain, my friend. Oh, I tried. No. My friend. All right, I'm going to end the video before I embarrass myself further. But everything's balanced. Hang in there. Cheers.